So today we're going to be switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to be talking about fashion today. I want to talk about how to find your own personal style and how to find the confidence to wear the clothing that you want. I've always loved fashion. I've always expressed myself through my clothing, and I think it's a huge part in our lives and how we carry ourselves and our confidence, really, because I think a part of being a confident person is knowing your style and dressing in a way that makes you feel good and shows off your personality and who you are in the world. The way you dress totally affects your mood and your confidence. For me, I do find a lot of my confidence from my outfits, and when I look good, I feel good. And I think there's something to be said about that, because you don't feel the same in a pair of sweatpants as you do in a nice pair of jeans that fits you really nice and like a nice sweater. Maybe you do, but I feel like the more put together you look, the more put together you feel, and you're just more like equipped to take on the day and any tasks that you need to do that day. I remember in high school I used to get a lot of questions like, oh, like, how do you dress like that? Where do you shop? How do you find the confidence to wear that? I wish I could wear what you're wearing. And listen, you can literally wear whatever you want. Even if it's not something that you're used to wearing, but you want to wear it, if you like it, just wear it. Life is too short to just wear the same outfit over and over again. That's within your comfort zone, that isn't really pushing any boundaries or making you feel something. First things first, you gotta stop giving a fuck. The beauty about fashion and about personal taste is that some people are really gonna love it and some people aren't, just because it's not their taste. And that's fine. I think honestly, if there's at least one person who doesn't like the outfit, that means it's a good outfit. If everyone's like, oh yeah, that's an okay outfit, then it's not really pushing any boundaries. It's not doing anything special. It's just like whatever. And at the end of the day, it's like, if someone doesn't like your outfit, what's gonna happen? You're gonna like run around naked for the rest of the day, go home and put on sweats and a t-shirt? Like, it doesn't matter. They're probably gonna forget about the outfit anyway, so it's like, who cares? And of all the things for people to not like about you, I think your outfit is like the least important thing. So a lot of people would ask me where I find my clothes, and most of my stuff is secondhand. Obviously thrifting is really popular. I like thrifting a lot. You can find a lot more unique pieces when you go thrifting or buy stuff secondhand, because you know that not everyone has that item and it's a truly unique part of your wardrobe. A lot of people actually have described my style as unique, and I think it's because I don't shop at like H&M or Forever 21 or like these like random websites like Shein. Not saying if you shop there that's a bad thing, because it's not at all, but I like having a unique style, and the reason why my style is so unique is because my individual pieces are unique and very like carefully curated and chosen by yours truly. I like to thrift in small towns though. Thrifting here in New York City is kind of hard. It's very competitive and the selection just isn't as good. But I also get a lot of my clothes from my relatives, mostly my mother. A lot of my clothes in my wardrobe and the outfits that you're gonna see in this video are from her. And you know, granted, my mom like loves fashion, so I'm sure not every one of you has a mom who loves fashion and like wears these really cool and unique pieces, but I really recommend going to your family members or friends and being like, hey, is there anything that you're trying to get rid of in your closet? And I've even gotten stuff from my dad's closet, so it really doesn't matter, especially since thrifting is so big. The whole oversized look or somewhat ill-fitting stuff, you can make it work and it still looks fashionable. So in terms of inspiration, I would recommend looking at like Pinterest and Instagram. I think those are the two most obvious sources of inspiration for clothing. I like Pinterest a little more just because it's more curated to my style, and it's not like, I don't know, it's not as intense as Instagram, you know? I really did not fuck with Pinterest until like 6 months ago, maybe even less than that, because I don't know, I was never really like a Pinterest girl, but you can find some really cute outfits on there. I also find inspiration from like celebrities, but more importantly, just the people around me. In New York City, it's very easy to find fashion inspiration everywhere you go, just because there's so many different kinds of people with different styles. So you could just like walk down the street and see an outfit and be like, huh, that's really cute, I'm gonna recreate that tomorrow. Certain areas like Soho, of course, are great for inspiration because obviously everyone in Soho is kind of dressed up. Definitely keep your eyes peeled for the people around you, because it's like real life, you know, it's practical, it makes sense. And if you find someone who happens to have like your same kind of style or body type, that can be really helpful because it's real people wearing it, not just like fashion models. Also, TikTok is a great place to find fashion inspiration. I can always tell if someone watches TikTok by their outfit a lot of the times, like especially if you're in Washington Square Park and there's a girl who's probably like in her teens or like early 20s, I can just always tell if she watches TikTok. But anyway, YouTube is also a great way to find inspiration. There are plenty of fashion bloggers here on YouTube that have great style and have great tips, like way better than mine, on how to dress yourself and find your personal style. So if you really have no idea what your personal style is, and you've already gone through like the celebrities and the Instagram girls and the Pinterest boards, and you know what you like, you just don't know how to like put it together or make it work for you, I would just recommend looking at the general like big picture. What are the main patterns and the things that you like? Do you like a lot of black? Do you like a lot of color? Do you like bold prints? Do you like certain fabrics? So for me, I love like a lot of like the bohemian type of style. I love long flowy skirts. I love kind of that like free-spirited aesthetic that's going on, but I also like a lot of like current trends, such as like the whole like Y2K 90s, more so 90s and Y2K, but I think looking at certain decades will help you figure out what your style is, especially right now, because I feel like every decade is trendy somehow, or maybe not every decade, but like I'd say from like the 60s to the early 2000s are like all very trendy. So I like to gravitate towards that like vintage vibe. I also love the color green. I wear a lot of green. I love floral prints. I love corduroy, and I love like fit and flare, whether it's a dress or pants, especially pants actually, because I think it's the most flattering silhouette on me, which brings me to my next tip, which is dress for your body. Now, a lot of people make the mistake and they just dress according to what's trendy, and you can follow trends and like still make it your own, but not every trend is gonna fit you. So like high-waisted pants, even though I have a few, I actually prefer more low-rise or mid-rise pants because I think it accentuates my figure a lot better. And so I lean towards more of like the lower rise rather than like the super high-rise mom jeans that a lot of people like to wear. I would really figure out what silhouettes accentuate your figure and highlight the parts about yourself that you like, so it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable when you wear it, because I think a lot of discomfort from clothing just comes from it not fitting correctly or it not flattering you in the right way. I think a flattering outfit is way better than like a trendy outfit. Like your outfit could be boring in the sense that it's like maybe all like earth tones or it's just all like black and white, but if it fits you well, it'll make you look more put together. Whereas if you're wearing something that's more high fashion but it doesn't fit your body, it's just gonna make you look and feel uncomfortable, and it's not gonna look as polished and put together. Some people like to utilize the Kibbe body test, or is that what it's called? The Kibbe, like, I don't know. It basically breaks down different types of female figures, and through that you can figure out which one you fit into and then dress accordingly. And there's a lot of information on the different Kibbe body types and how you can dress for your body type. Some people don't like it for some reason because they think it's like sexist or something, but I actually think it can be very helpful because there's nothing wrong with dressing for your body. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be trying to make your body fit the clothes. The clothes should fit you. And all bodies are beautiful, yes. And that's why you should embrace yours and dress for your body. If, you know, low-waisted pants aren't something that necessarily flatters you, but you still like wearing it, then freaking wear it. I don't give a fuck, and no one else will. It's just like, you know, I think it can only benefit you when you wear things that flatter your shape. Whatever you do, do not impulse buy. This is a huge mistake that I think a lot of us do from time to time, especially when it comes to trendy items, because we see it everywhere and we're like, okay, well, everyone's wearing this, and now, even though I didn't really care about it that much, I keep seeing it, so I automatically start liking it just because it's a familiar piece, so now I have to buy it. And then you buy it and you never wear it because it's like not that comfortable, or again, it's not that flattering, or maybe it's like something you genuinely didn't really care for, but you just bought it because everyone else has it, and it's just collecting dust in your closet, and it's like, why did I freaking buy this? I would really look for the pieces that are consistent in your Pinterest board and your Instagram saved tab, so you know, okay, I really like this and I'm actually going to wear it. If there's something that you want to buy, I would just sit on it for a couple weeks, especially if it's on the more expensive side, because you really want to make sure that you're not just buying things to buy it, because that's not very sustainable. It's also just like a waste of money and a waste of closet space. You should just create a wardrobe that when you open it, you just like smile and you're like, oh, I love everything in here, because it does kind of clutter your mind when you look at your wardrobe and like 70% of it is stuff that you don't like or wear. It'll just make the whole getting dressed process a lot more stressful and complicated. And when you like everything in your closet, then you feel a lot more creative with how you can put different things together, rather than feeling trapped in a certain set of outfits because that's all you know how to style. If you want to buy cheap clothing, I would really just recommend going to thrift stores, because buying cheap clothing online may seem like it makes sense because it's like, oh, well, I don't know if I fully love this, or I don't know if I'm gonna wear this all the time, so I'll just buy a cheap one and see if I like it. But I'd just like avoid doing that, because let's say you do like the piece of clothing and then it like tears in like a month, and then you gotta rebuy it, when you could have just waited to see if you really wanted that top and then bought a nice quality one that you know will last you for a long time. I'm getting to a point in my life where I really just want like nice quality clothing that I know will last me a long time, rather than just buying like whatever like cheapish kind of clothes. And like I said, how you present yourself and how you dress really affects how you feel and how you carry yourself. And when you're wearing like a really nice coat, for example, and you know it's nice, like you feel nice, you feel like expensive. You know, you deserve the best. You deserve the best clothes. You don't deserve some cheap factory made garment that was made by underpaid, underprivileged children who are probably getting paid 2 cents an hour, and it's gonna tear up in like a month. You don't deserve that, and neither do those children, but you don't deserve that. When it comes to trendier pieces, I think there is a bit more leeway when it comes to buying something that's really expensive and of quality versus something that's a little more cheap. But when it comes to buying basics or timeless pieces, you really want to invest in those pieces of clothing. When it comes to like a pair of jeans or a coat, those are the items that you really want to splurge on, because those are the things that you want to last a long time. I like trends as much as any young female in New York City, but I really gravitate towards timeless pieces now, because I know that what trend is in or out, I can wear that and it won't seem like off or like out of the loop. I don't really care about looking like I'm out of the loop really, but you know, there are certain things in my closet that I know it'll look good no matter what year it is, or even how old I am, depending on the item of clothing. So really think about the kind of message that you want to send with your clothing. As humans, we're always communicating, whether it's through our words or our eye contact, our hand gestures, and even our clothing. So you really want to think about, what kind of message do I want to send? What do I want the world to know about me based off of what I'm wearing? So for me, I think if someone looks at me, they can already make some general assumptions about me based off of my outfit. I want people to know that I'm an artist, that I'm a creative person, and that I'm open-minded and my thoughts are kind of free-flowing. I'm not a very uptight person. I'm pretty relaxed, and I think my outfits reflect that. Do you want people to think that you're intelligent? Do you want people to think that you're the life of the party? Do you want people to think that you're confident? Do you want people to think that you're reserved? All of that can be expressed through clothing. And the great thing about clothing is like you can really express how you're feeling that day through your outfit. Which brings me to my next point, which is to be intuitive with your clothes. Now, I love to dress the way that I feel. So if I'm feeling a little down that day, maybe I'll wear more darker colors. But if I'm feeling really happy and excited, then I'll probably wear a lot more bolder colors and patterns because that's just how I'm feeling. And with your outfit, it really accentuates how you're feeling already. I know that when I wake up in a good mood and I put on a nice outfit, it just boosts my mood even more, and it's just like the finishing touch I need to get through the day. Dressing intuitively also means wearing what feels right to you. So again, just because something is trendy, it doesn't mean that you have to wear it. But don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. I think that's the biggest part about finding your personal style, is just being intuitive and looking inward and really asking yourself, who do I want to be and how can I express that through my clothes? Don't be afraid if an outfit seems a little different. Most of the times when I put on an outfit and I'm like, I can't tell if this is ugly or not, those are the outfits that always get the most compliments. I swear to God, like those are the ones that are the most fulfilling, because then when someone compliments your outfit, you're like, oh, okay, so I guess I did something right here. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to tips on how to put together an outfit. I remember when I was like 8 years old, I put together some like god-awful outfit or something because I just started to dress myself and my mom wasn't dressing me anymore. And she saw my outfit and she was like, what are you wearing? Like, you need to change. And I was like, why? Like, what's wrong with my outfit? And she explained to me that it was kind of all over the place, and if I want to wear color, then I should try to find pieces that all have the same color within it. Not to say that it has to be monochrome, because you don't want it to be too matchy-matchy unless that's what you're going for. If you're gonna wear like a green sweater, then try wearing a hat with some green in it, or vice versa, so there's like a common thread of color and it's not all over the place. That really helps an outfit look more cohesive rather than just thrown together. If you're wearing an outfit that's all solid colors, then try to match the tone of the colors together. So if you're wearing like green, brown, and white, that's perfect because those are all earth tones. And then it looks cohesive still, even though you're not wearing like the same color multiple times. And also a go-to fashion tip is matching the shoes with the belt, or the bag, or all three. This doesn't always have to be the case, but it does help because it just makes the outfit look more put together. Don't underestimate the power of accessories, okay, people? Seriously, I underestimated the power of accessories, and it really does step up your outfit. Like, if you ever look at your outfit in the mirror and you're like, something is missing, like it could just have a little more oomph, then try adding a hat or a purse or a scarf even. Like, add something that still is within the theme of your outfit, but it'll add a little more dimension. I used to never wear purses because I thought they were like useless, and I'm like, well, I have one bag, I just use this one bag for everything. But purses aren't really meant for utility, they're meant to accessorize. And I don't know why that took so long for it to click in my head. Probably because that stupid ass scene from Devil Wears Prada where he's like,
why do women have multiple bags? You just put your shit in it. Like,
no, that's not that's not what a purse is for, honey. Like, it is to put your shit in, but it's also to, you know, spice up the fate, you know? I used to never wear jewelry either, but then I started wearing more rings and like necklaces and earrings, and that really does step your outfit up to the next level. Layers, yes, it is that time of the year where you gotta wear the layers, baby, or else you're gonna freeze your titties off, especially here in New York. It was snowing yesterday. When it's like 30 degrees, winter can be kind of frustrating when it comes to fashion and creating unique outfits, because when it's 30 degrees, you don't care about looking cute. You just wanna stay as warm as possible. But this is where layering comes in. Layering doesn't have to be just like wearing a bunch of like t-shirts and sweaters. It can be, you know, wearing a turtleneck under a nice sweater with a nice jacket over it and a scarf. And all those pieces coming together can really make a unique, can you shut up? Which is why when you're shopping for winter accessories like hats, scarves, and gloves, you really want to pick ones that accentuate your style and speak to you, not just go for like the plain black ones, because that's not going to help your outfit pop if all of your accessories kind of look the same. I also highly recommend wearing tights under your pants. Uniqlo has these like thermal leggings that are really thin and fit perfectly underneath any pair of pants, and they keep you warm. And you can also use layers to style summer clothing. I haven't really tried this yet, but if you have like a maxi dress or something that you really love but it's too cold to wear, you can wear a turtleneck underneath it, and that will make it more winter appropriate, but you can still enjoy that dress. And make sure you're comfortable. At the end of the day, an outfit really isn't worth it if it makes you feel pain. It's just like not worth it, especially if you're in a city like New York where you're walking around a lot, and comfort is really an essential part of an outfit. So you can be fashionable and still be comfortable. I do it every day, honey, and it's very doable. You just gotta find what is stylistically comfortable to you and what is physically comfortable to you. If there is a dress that you really love, but it just like pokes at your side too much, or it's just too short for you and you keep having to tug it down, then don't buy it. Don't wear that, because it's just gonna make you uncomfortable and you're not gonna wanna wear it because you're like, oh, these jeans are so cute, but it does that thing where it like digs into my vagina like daggers, and I can't wear it for more than 15 minutes. Forget those 6-inch stiletto heels that you think are so cute but make you want to cut your feet off every time you wear them. All right, I think that's all I have to say for today. I hope that you learned something, and yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching.